familiar, and yes, they speed through it, which doesn't help you learn it,
No.
for sure. We can practice it. I was going to start with Yigdal, but we
Okay.
can, okay, so Yigdal is on page 62 of the Red Lev Shalem book, or page,
I have 53.
yes, 53 in Sim Shalom, in the shorter Sim Shalom book. And Susan, I'm not sure what book you have, but
I have the blue.
okay, so it's either 53 or,
It's it
uh,
is I'll find it. Because it's at the end of the Friday night.
326, 326 maybe? Depends on, yeah, you'll find.
Yeah, it probably is. Yep. There's Elenu, Morris Cottage, and Yigdal. 326.
Okay, good. All right, I tried to make a note, all the different books that I thought we were gonna run into. Okay, excellent. All right, so how about I read it for you the first time through? Would that be good? Here I go. And stop me if you need to, but let's just read through it and then we'll come back again. And so here we go. Yigdal Elohim Chai V'yish Tabach. Nimtza, Nimtza V'ein Eit El Metziuto. Echad V'ein Yachid Kayichudo. Nelam V'gam Ein Sof Le'achduto. Ein Lo Demut Haguf V'eino Guf Lo Na'aruch Elav Kedushato. Kadmon L'chol Davar Asher Nivra Rishon V'ein Reshit L'Reshito. Hino Adon Olam V'chol Notzar Yoreh Gedulato Umalchuto. Shefa Nevuato Nitano El Anshe Segulato Vatif Arto. Lo Kam B'Yisrael Kmo She Od Navi Umabit Et Temunato. Torat Emet Natan La'amo El Al Yad Nivio Ne'eman Beito. Lo Yachalif Ha'el Velo Yamir Dato Le'olamim Lezulato. Sofer V'yodea Sitarenu Mabit Lesof Davar V'kadmato. Gomel Leish Chesed Kamif Alo Notain Lerasha Ra Karish Ato. Yishlach Leketz Yamin Mishi Chenu Lifdot Mechake Kates Yeshuato. Meitim Yehaye El Barov Hasto Baruch Adei Ad Shem Tehilato. All right. So did I play for you Sarah Wolf chanting it last week? Yes. Okay. Did I slow it way down when I did that? Yes. Okay. I think we have to slow her down to half speed to really get a lot out of her singing it. But before we do that, why don't we take turns reading it? Okay. All right. I tell you what, I'll participate too, so you guys aren't reading as, just you guys alternate, but I'll read too. Okay, Siviane, will you do the first line?
Yigdal Elohim Chai Vayish Tabach Nimsa Ve'ein Et El Mesi Yoto
Uto. Let's see.
Uto. You see Uto. You see
Yes.
Uto.
Nice. Susan?
Echad ve'ein Yahid Yehudo net lam v'gam ein sof duto.
Perfect. Okay, I'll read next. Ein lo demut haguf v'eno guf lo na'aruch elav kedushato. Siviane, next.
Kadmon Lachol Davar Asher
Asher.
Excuse me, Asher Nivra Roadstone
There's one dot.
Reshone
There you go.
Reshone the Ain no yeah the Ain Rashit
There it is.
Rashit Lore Shito.
Lovely. Susan?
Kadmon
Hold on.
am I on the
the
wrong
next-
line?
Yeah, below that line. The
Oh,
next.
I'm sorry. He no adon olam v'chol notsar yore gedu lato lachuto.
Umalchuto. Yes.
Umalhuto. I'm sorry. I do have to tell you, with my one little student that I had this week, I canceled it one day because of a sickness and me being semi-incapacitated. She sometimes doesn't do so we were she's learning the Torah service, and there's a lot of in there, and I would stop her and say
Makes me want to clear my throat, but I understand.
yeah. I mean, we had a bar mitzvah recently, and the kid knew, he knew the difference between hay and the het and the chab, and he was like bara, and I'm like, no.
Well, for some people, it's very challenging. I get it. Other people just kind of can do it. My son can roll R's like there's no tomorrow. You give him a language where they roll their R's, he sounds like a native. It's kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll do the next. Shefa nevuato nitano el anshe segulato vatif arto. Siviane?
Lokam the Yi Sa Israel Ki Od Navi Uma Beat.
You skipped, your eyes went down. Can you, somehow I missed half the line.
Oh, was that Shefa? Where am I supposed to go?
You're right, Lo Kamba Yisrael, that's where to start, but I don't know whether your audio went out, but I missed like half the words.
Okay. Navi Uma Beat Et Hamunato.
Tamunato, okay, great.
Munato.
Yes,
Hamunato.
Torat, I'm sorry, Susan, this should be you, not me.
Yeah, Torat emet natan la'amo el al yad nevi
Oh,
just nevio
just O, yeah, Nibi O.
ne'eman Beto.
Beto. Lo yachalif ha'el velo yamir dato Leolamim lezulato. C'est bien?
Sofe. Veo dea. Satarenu. Mabid. Lasof. Davar. Tad mato.
Perfect. Susan?
Gomel Laish Hesed Kamif Lo No Hain No
Tain.
Tain No Tain La Rasha Ra Karish Ato.
Yishlach lekates yamin meshichenu lifdot mechake kates yeshuato. C'est bien?
Meitim. Yecha. Yeah.
Yechayeh.
Yechayef. El. The rose. Hasdo. Baruch. Hadei Od. Shem Tehilato.
Lovely. I love the birds in the background. Sivian, are you in like the screen porch?
I'm in a screen porch, right?
It's beautiful. I like it. Can you teach them to sing for us?
Right. Maybe they could help us.
It would be nice. All right. Do you want to try to sing? So I can either sing a line or I can have Sarah sing the line. I'm a little hoarse and stuff. My allergies are going nuts because everything here is in bloom. But what I can do is have, pause her at the end of each line so you have a chance to sing after her. Kind of like what we did with Ashrei when I sang a line, I waited for you guys, you sang a line. You want to do it that way, or you can mute, either way you have to mute yourselves. You can try and sing with her, or you can sing after her, or we can just read it again. Tell me what you want to do, what you think is most helpful.
We can sing with her, I think.
Okay, Susan, you both know the tune, yes?
Yes.
Yes, okay. All right, so I'm gonna share my screen. You guys have to
mute.
You guys have to mute yourselves, exactly. I'm gonna play her at 50% speed, okay? Yes, that's what I have her on, 50% speed. Let me make sure the volume is good. Here we go.
And I'm going to sing Yigdal, which is a prayer that
Hey, let's scoot her ahead a little bit. It's painful to listen to her talk in English at half speed.
Yigdal Elohim Chai V'Yishtabach Nimtza V'Yenet HaMetziuto Echad V'Yachid Keichodo Ne'elam V'Gam Ein Sof Le'achduto Elod Mutaguf Ve'eino Guf Ona'aroch Elav Kedushato Kadmon L'chol Davar Asher Nivra Rishon V'Reshit Bereshito Hino Adon Olam Bechol Matzar, Yoregulato, Malchuto, Shefan Vuato, Ritano, Alan Chesegulato, Viti Parto, Lakambisa, Kilosha, Navi Umabi Murato Karatamitmatan Leamoel Ayadivio Naman Vito Oya Khalifa Veloya Mirdato, Leolami Mazulato, Sofavia Dea Sitarinu, Labizus of Kavar Bekadmato. Komali chesed kemi follow, noten rashaya kerishato, yishlach v'ketyamin v'shichenu, livtok mechakeket yeshuato, v'tim mechaya berachasto, baravadea chim tihilato, v'tim mechaya berachasto, baravadea chim tihilato.
Okay. So if you're using this YouTube yourself, if you have it on a computer or a laptop and you go to this gear, that's where you can change the playback speed, okay? So you can choose, it'll come up on normal. You can choose 0.75. We're listening at 0.5. So I wanted you to know that if you're pulling it up on your phone, apparently when YouTube comes up on your phone, you don't get all of this down at the bottom, but you get 3 dots. If you put your finger on the 3 dots, that'll open up some choices and you'll have a playback speed among the choices. You also will have, I think, to put it on a loop. So you could, like in my morning class, one of my students was practicing, I think, Ashrei while she was on the treadmill, and she just set it to a loop. And so it got to the end and it started over again. And she just kept practicing and kept practicing. So just wanted to share all that with you. Do you want to do it again? You guys aren't responding. You got to tell me something. Maybe you have to unmute, but
Sure, we could do it once more.
okay. You have any questions?
I would say a little faster than what she was doing.
Okay, I can put it at 0.75. So the other thing I would share with you is something that I've done. So in my book, I have made some notations because the way it, unlike with Ashrei, where I can do Ashrei in my sleep, I can do Ashrei, just it's so ingrained in me. Yigdal is not as ingrained in me. And I was messing up where certain syllables were emphasized versus and where 2 words were running together. So I put a few notations in my book. So I would remember, I kind of reminded myself that, because I was putting the emphasis, for instance, on the further syllable than on the syllable she was. So I would underline that syllable. So I would hold the note there. Or I was putting like an arrow telling me to go up an extra, 2 beats on this one and then segue into that one. And so it's perfectly okay. Notations in your book are helpful. I would urge you to make them if they help you. Okay, so we're going to start again. If you're going to sing with her, mute yourself again. Let's hope I'm at the right spot.
יגדל אלוהים חי וישתבח, נמצא ויהנה גם לציותו, אחד יחיד כייחודו, נעלם וגם אין סוף לאחדותו, ללמוד דמות הגוף ואינו גוף, ונערוך אליו קדושתו, קדמו בכל דבר אשר נברא, ראשון בראשית בראשיתו, הינו אדון עולם בכל נוצר, יורה גדולתו מלכותו, שפן נבואתו נתנו, על אנשי סגולתו ותפארתו, לא כאן בישראל כמו שעוד, נביא ומביט את תמונתו, תורת אמת נתן לעמואל, על יד נביאו נאמן ביתו, לא יחל יפעל ולא ימיר דתו, לעולמים לזולתו, סופר יודע סתרנו, להביט לסוף דבר בקדמתו, גומל איש חסד כמפעלו, נותן לרשע כרישתו, ישלח לקץ ימים משיחנו, לפצות מחקקי ישועתו, לעתים יחייל ברוב חסדו, ברוב הדעת שם תהילתו, לעתים יחייל ברוב חסדו, ברוב הדעת שם תהילתו.
All right, and that was still at 0.75. As you know, when she goes to full speed, she is making whoosh. You have to unmute, Vivian. I know you're talking, but I can't hear you.
Full speed is too fast.
It's crazy fast. Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing. All right, so why don't we do a run through of Ashrei? Okay, I'll sing a line. You guys sing a line if you like. I think that's the best way to go about it. Hi, Marcia.
Oh,
So
Hi, I'm sorry I'm late.
it's okay. So turn to Ashrei in whatever book you have, either page 181, page 151, or page 420. So 181 in Lev Shalem, 151 in the small Siddur Sim Shalom. I think that's what Xivian has, and 420 in the bigger Sim Shalom. Marcia, what book are you holding?
What?
What book do you have? I'm curious.
I have Lev Shalom, but I have
Okay.
don't I have Ashrei in Kalamenu?
Uh,
I think I do.
Oh. Well, okay, but you should have it in Lev Shalem on 181.
Yeah, but it's bigger print.
Oh, well, okay. I can also share my screen if I have a very big print one that I have put on my lap.
Between the bigger print and a magnifying glass, I do real well.
Okay, Sivian, you're all right with your book?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, all right. So what I,
Okay.
okay, so I think if you guys mute yourselves, I will sing a line, you repeat the line. And when I see that you're done repeating, I will sing the next line. Is that okay? Good. Okay, so
Oh, mute. Okay, I'm mute.
you got, I think I can actually mute you guys for you. You're muted. You're okay. Everybody's muted. Good. Okay, here I go. Ashreyo shvei vetecha, od yahalaluha selah. Ashrei ha'am shekachalo, Ashrei ha'am she'Adonai Elohav. Tehillah leDavid, Aromimcha Elohai HaMelech, Va'avarcha Shimcha Leolam Va'ed. V'chol yom avarchecha, V'ahalal Shimcha Leolam Va'ed. Gadol Adonai umhulal me'od, V'ligdulato in cheker. Dor ledor yeshabach ma'asecha, ugvuratecha yagidu. Hadar kevod hodecha, v'divrei niflotecha asicha. Ve'ezuz norotecha yomeru, ugdulatecha asaprena. Zecher rav tuvcha yabiu, v'sidkatecha yiranenu. Chanun v'rachum Adonai, erech apayim ugadal chesed. Tov Adonai lakol, v'rachamav al kol ma'asav. Yoducha Adonai kol ma'asecha, v'chasidecha yivarchucha. כבוד מלכותך יאמרו, וגבורתך ידברו. להודיע לפני האדם גבורותיו, וכבוד הדר מלכותו. מלכותך מלכות כל עולמים, וממשלתך בכל דור ודור. סומך אדוני לכל הנופלים, וזוקף לכל הכפופים. עיני כל אליך יסברו, ואתה נותן להם את אכלם בעיתו. פותח את ידיך ומשביע לכל חי רצון. צדיק אדוני בכל דרכיו, וחסיד בכל מעשיו. קרוב אדוני לכל קוראיו, לכל אשר יקראוהו באמת. רצון יראיו יעשה, ואת שוועתם ישמע ויושיעם. שומר אדוני את כל אוהביו, ואת כל הרשעים ישמיד. תהילת אדוני ידבר פי, ויברך כל בשר שם קדשו לעולם ועד. ואנחנו נברך יה, מעתה ועד עולם, הללויה. Okay, now you guys have to unmute. Okay, one more to go. All right. Do you want to do it faster or do you want to just move on? You guys will practice it on your own. I mean, I can do it faster.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys, you need to just practice on your own. Okay, perfect, fine. I have something else planned for us. Okay. So I'm gonna share my screen.
What's happened to everybody?
I wish I knew. I don't know. Maybe they're all having a lovely day out. I just don't know.
Maybe every Friday you should send us the Zoom connection, because then that's what I was trouble finding sometimes.
Oh golly. Just a reminder.
Yes. I always have to backtrack to the week before or something. Plus I had a phone call, threw everything off. I find it eventually. I'm actually on my iPad. I couldn't find it on my computer.
Okay, okay. I actually just opened Zoom and scroll down from the choices in Zoom and go that way, because I have the numbers written down. I know which class is which. At any rate, so I know I had previously said we were not going to do the prayer for the state of Israel because it's too challenging, but I changed my mind since both classes asked for it, and I think you guys are doing so well. So you will find the prayer for the state of Israel in your prayer books on the following pages. Very close to where we just were for Ashrei. So if you're going to turn back just a couple pages. In Lev Shalem, turn back to 178. In Sim Shalom, the smaller book on page 149. In Sim Shalom, the bigger book, 416. It should be at the top of the page. It's at the top of the page in Lev Shalem. I'm not sure if it's at the top of the page.
Yes.
In Sim Shalom, okay. Okay, so I'll just read it to you first, and then we're going to listen to this lovely young boy, Israeli, read it to us. He reads it so beautifully, and he's obviously a youngster. Okay, so everybody got the page?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Avinu Sheba Shamayim Tzor Yisrael V'Go'alo Barech et Medinat Yisrael Reshit Tzmichat Geulatenu Hagen Aleha Be'evrat Chasdecha Ufros Aleha Sukat Shlomecha Ushlach Orcha Va'amitcha L'Rosheha Sareha V'yoatzeha V'taknim Be'etza Tova Milfanecha Hazek et Yedei Meginei Aretz Kadshenu V'hanchilem Eloheinu Yeshua V'ateret nitzachon te'atrem V'natata shalom ba'aretz V'simchat olam L'yoshveha V'nomar amen. Okay, that's a slow reading of the prayer. So I have him at 0.75. Okay, we're going to listen to him. His pronunciation is so wonderful. Okay, here we go.
Sheba Shamayim, Tzur Yisrael V'Go'alo, Barech et Medinat Yisrael, Reshit Tzmichat Geulatenu, Hagen Alea Be'evrat Chasdecha ופרוס עליה סוכת שלומך, ושלח אורך ועמיתך לראשיה, שריה ויוצאיה, ותקנם בעצה טובה מלפניך. חזק את ידי מגני ארץ קודשנו, והנחילם אלוהינו ישועה בעטרת ניצחון תעטרם. ונתת שלום בארץ, ושמחת עולם ליושביה, ונאמר אמן.
Huge.
So that was at 0.75. He reads it faster. Just so you know. He's a very good reader and he pronounces things so beautifully, doesn't he?
He's cute.
He's adorable. And you know, this is his native tongue too. So, all right. But now I'm going to give you guys a chance to read. So, maybe just read to the end of the line in whatever book you're looking at, okay? So Marcia, will you read first?
Yeah, wait a minute. Let me turn on the light. Hold on.
Okay.
Very cloudy. Oh, it's raining again. That's fine. Okay,
Oh,
all right. Avinu, I can never check the vowels. Shabbat Shamayim.
Shabbat Shamayim.
Okay, a line. It looks like two dots on mine.
No,
Shabbat,
hold on.
Shabbat Shemayim. Zor, Yisrael, Vago Alo, Barek, et Medina.
Medinat.
Oh, Medinat. Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. Susan, next line.
Israel Ra'ashit.
So it's Ray.
Ra'ashit, yes.
So it's actually Ray sheet. The
Oh,
olive.
Rashit, yes.
Right, the olive is completely
me.
silent with nothing.
Semi Chat
Mhm.
Michat.
Geula Tenu
Yes.
Hagain Olecha Be'evrat Hasdecha.
Lovely.
Hasdecha.
Yes. Very good. Vivian, will you continue?
Oof. Rosh.
Ufros. So that's just,
Oof. Roast. Oof.
That's it.
Roast.
yes.
Ele. Ha.
So under the ayin is a little t, so it's aleha.
Alecha. Aleha. Sukat. Shlomecha.
Mhm.
Ush. Lach. Ushlach.
Right?
Orecha.
So it becomes or.
Orcha.
There you go.
Ba'a. Mi. Cha. Lo. Ra. Lo. Ra. She. Ha.
Perfect. Exactly. Marcia, will you continue?
Shoreha,
So it's
Sa.
sa.
Sare,
Sa. Yes, sa reha.
Sareha, Bayo, Atseka.
So hold on. So these are hays at the end of the word. So it's like an H, an open H. Sareha v'yo atseha.
Okay. Bayo, Atseha.
No.
But T,
Ha.
ha, 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 ha. Vatak, Nam.
Name. The talk name.
Oh, two dots.
dots.
Oh, with two dots in a line.
Two dots.
Name, Ba'atsa,
So here we go again. So the ayin, under the ayin, it's two dots.
okay, Ba'etza, Tova, Tova,
Mhm.
That's the end of my line.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Sivian, I think I can't, no, Susan, we're going in this direction. Get confused. Susan, will you continue?
I lost my place.
Okay, so we're at milfanecha, which, depending on which book you're in, if you're in Lev Shalem, it's the third line from the bottom, first word on the edge there. If you're in Sim Shalom,
It's the
It's-
middle.
yes, it's the middle of the line,
Fourth.
the fourth line up, milfanecha.
Okay, I see it. Mil fanecha has zek,
Zake, Zake.
zek
Yes.
et yedei
Mhm,
magine
mhm.
eretz kedishenu.
So this is actually Kad Shenu.
Kadshenu, you're
Yeah.
right. Kadshenu, Vahan, and I tell my kids when there's, the shva in the middle, with the exception of a few words, you don't say it. I mean, it's silent. Then I go do this. Vahan Hilaim Elohenu Yeshua or
Yeah.
Va'ateret Nitza Home.
Oh, very nice, thank you. Sivian, will you continue?
Okay. So, Ta'at Raim,
Mm-hmm.
the Vinate Tach.
So
Ta.
these,
Vinate Ta.
they're all ahs in this one. Vina ta, ta. Right,
Vina-
vina ta ta. They're all ahs.
Vinatata Shalom. Ba'aretz. B'shim Chat.
This one's a sin, not a,
B'thim Chat.
there you go.
Olam. Le Rosh Veha.
Mm-hmm, beha, yeah.
No Mar Amen.
There you go. So this is why I told you it was tricky. This is a tricky prayer. These words just don't sound familiar, do they?
Oh,
They don't.
Here and there,
Say again?
here and there.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But for the most part, there, and I also think because it's a prayer that's read quickly, nobody slows down for you. So, we might know familiarly the first line. And beyond that, a lot of people just like, oh my God, where are they now? I can't keep up. I don't know. So this is a tricky prayer, but you all can do it. You're just going to have to slowly take your time and practice. Okay. I will send you the recording of our sweet little boy from Israel reading it. You can slow him down. But it's, as I say, it's just one of those things that you just have to go word by word and slow and then start over and go again. And again, you can make notations in your book. There were a couple of words that I, for whatever reason, was mispronouncing. I've put little notations on them. Like the word v'yoatseha. I kept leaving out the middle ah. I don't know why, because maybe I thought it was a different word in my head. It sounded different. But now that I've circled that syllable literally, now I pronounce it right. So, but whatever it takes, little notations sometimes help.
Our temple, they read it in English.
Oh, no, this is a prayer that is always said in Hebrew at my shul and at the shuls I belong to.
Yeah,
At
he
my
calls
synagogue, it's also in English.
Sorry, Marcia, say again, or Sivian?
In our synagogue also, they just say the first two words and the rest is English.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll say that Avinu Bashamayim. He often calls on people, women perhaps, who don't really know Hebrew, and then they get to read it out loud.
So we have kind of the exact opposite, which is It's often assigned to a synagogue member as an honor, but they are told in advance so that if they're not fluent in this prayer, they can practice it. And I know on Sisterhood Shabbat, there are women who have said, this year I'm doing that prayer. I am practicing that prayer and I'm going to do that prayer. So, you know, on the other hand, there are people who are very, you know, very fluent in it, but I think there are a lot of people who are not. So.
Our rabbi is Israeli. I yell at him all the time because I say, you're reading your native language and the rest of us have mostly memorized these syllables. Slow down. He's like a little boy who's gonna get out of Cheder by 4 o'clock, as fast as he can.
I understand completely. Yeah. Well, good for you for reminding him that, you know, he's there for the congregation and the congregation wants to learn from him. So.
To have some feeling for it, not boom.
Right. Okay, so here's a question for you. So we'll do probably the same next week, but maybe a little faster. We'll get through a little more. Do you want to start Birkat Hamazon, or would you like to learn the additional paragraph of the Shema after the V'ahavta? Those are both, you know, we could do either or. We could do a short Birkat Hamazon, the abbreviated Birkat Hamazon, which is not that short, honestly. Or we could go back to in services where we do Shema. We only did the V'ahavta, I think. We didn't do any of the other 2 paragraphs. So there's more work to be done there. We can review the V'ahavta and go on to the next paragraph. It's really kind of up to you guys.
I like Grace.
What?
Marcia, go ahead. So,
No, you're talking about saying grace, right? Hamazon.
grace after meals is Birkat
Yeah,
Hamazon is
I would like the hafta.
okay.
Go.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you know, this is supposed to be a class of the Shabbat service, so it's most appropriate for us to do the V'ahavta and the other paragraphs that come after it. Anyone who wants to learn Birkat Hamazon, I can give you the links from the Women's League recordings. They had multiple classes where they taught it and it's recorded, and the Zoom links are very good. So I'm happy to share those too.
Okay.
But I'm gonna make a note. So we'll go back to Shema paragraphs. Okay, excellent. All right, ladies. Have a lovely weekend. I hope it's as beautiful there as it is here today, finally.
Well, it's raining here.
Ugly.
Oh.
Rain in the morning, but it's beautiful now.
Good, yeah. So,
Central Jersey is raining.
my husband and I are hoping to eat outside this evening. We'll see. It's beautiful right now. So we've had such horrible weather. It's just we need, you know, a day of beauty. Thank you. We earned it. All right. Shabbat
Shabbat
shalom.
Goodbye.